Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this afternoon's update on Winter Storm Freya. So Winter Storm Freya is going to bring significant impacts to the northeast, and we're going to be timing out the storm in this video. As we go into about 5 o'clock this afternoon, Central Time, 6 Eastern Time, freezing rain will spread across Ohio, and especially as we go into about midnight tonight Eastern Time, going to be seeing a lot of very heavy freezing rain falling across the northern half of Ohio, spreading into central Pennsylvania as well, and then going into 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. Very heavy mixing is going to be falling across central Pennsylvania. I wouldn't be surprised if we get an inch of sleet or more in an hour across areas of central Pennsylvania as we go into the overnight tonight, as we're going to be seeing very, very heavy sleet across central Pennsylvania from this. Heavy freezing rain in western Pennsylvania, snow into western New York, northeast Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, freezing rain in northern Maryland. And then as we go into about 6, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, snow will begin to fall in New York City, very heavy sleet into Philadelphia. Going into about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, heavy snow across New England in Boston, Providence, Hartford, transitioning over to rain in New York City and Philadelphia, and then heavy snow will spread across the rest of New England as we go into about through the rest of the afternoon into the evening, going in about 3, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Heavy snow across Maine, northern Vermont, New Hampshire. A lot of light freezing rain across western areas of Massachusetts, northern Connecticut, Rhode Island, and upstate New York. And then the snow will continue through the evening through about midnight in Maine, and then the storm will come to an end early Friday morning with just some wraparound snow across areas of New England. So taking a look at our snowfall accumulations in the 18Z run of the HRRR model, going to be seeing a widespread swath of 2 to 5 inches of snow across the northeastern half of Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, northwestern Rhode Island, and could be seeing about 3 inches in Boston, up to 2 inches in Providence, 3 inches in Hartford, an inch and a half in New York City, and up to an inch to 2 inches in Philadelphia of snowfall accumulation. But taking a look at our ice accretion map, this is where this storm is going to be really significant. Going to be taking a look at about a quarter to a third of an inch of ice accretion across much of Ohio through the overnight hours, creating very treacherous travel conditions, maybe even some isolated power outages or scattered power outages. And then especially across south central Pennsylvania, southwestern Pennsylvania, far western Maryland, widespread ice accretion totals of a quarter to a half an inch, and then as much as 3/4 of an inch to an inch of ice accretion are going to be likely across areas around Cumberland through Altoona and Bedford. This could be resulting in significant power outages, significant tree damage, and possible travel conditions. So make sure you're really preparing for an ice storm if you live across south central Pennsylvania and far western Maryland, with about a quarter to a third of an inch of ice in southeastern Pennsylvania, northwestern Maryland, a tenth of an inch in Washington, D.C., and then up in areas of New England as well, looking at about a few hundredths to a tenth of an inch, maybe more, across southern Vermont and upstate New York as well. So this is going to be a significant ice storm, especially across Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. And taking a look at our National Weather Service Watches, Warnings, and Advisories map, winter weather advisories across North Dakota, northern Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin, blizzard warnings in the northwestern upper peninsula of Michigan, looking at winter weather advisories across the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Northeast, and Mid-Atlantic, and then ice storm warnings across central southern Pennsylvania, far western Maryland, far northern Virginia, and eastern West Virginia, where the ice storm is expected, even flood watches across eastern Kentucky and West Virginia. So please make sure you're preparing for this major ice storm. If you live across areas of the Mid-Atlantic, please stay safe. Have a wonderful evening, my friends.